Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They go play action now. Jackson. And his first pass is incomplete.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he's got room.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll go option to the short side.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A give to Etienne running right.
Flashed the stick skills but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
The Jaguars at 9-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey,
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is taken around the 12.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week.
This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll take this to the 46.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, stand up!
Now Lawrence. Across the middle and into the hands of Ridley.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 42-yard line.
DC, right? DC.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
51 yards on the ground for him so far.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
This one caught by Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. ETN up the middle. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin Lloyd in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Play action. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the shotgun, Lawrence. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Bravo! Hey, lock it!
On first down, Lawrence. And it's complete, right back to Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Lawrence to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Look at me. Go.
Lawrence will throw. And Ingram hauls it in.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that one hurts defensively. They forced him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Buying time to his left. And he gets this one to Ridley complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
One more time with Etienne.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
On third and goal, Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. Now it's Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Down inside the 10.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the move to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A nightmare on third and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
They go for it on fourth and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Now ETN to start the drive.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on it. It'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer at 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A pitch comes to Dobbins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Jackson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. On the counter, ETN knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as